Today's lesson is the greatest common factor. You guys have learned this in 5th grade by probably several different methods. We're going to go over a couple of them today. You can use whatever works best for you. I'm going to introduce a new way though. Let's start though with what this actually means. So G stands for greatest. C is common. And F is factor. Greatest means the most value or the largest number. Common means it's the same. And factor means the number multiplied. Okay, so we're trying to find the largest number that's multiplied, and that is the same between 2, 3, maybe even 4 numbers. It can go on and on. We usually stick with just 2, but you're going to see 3 as well. So the definition that you will see, again, of the greatest common factor is the largest factor that a set of numbers have in common. All right, so we're going to start right away. We're going to look at all the different methods that there are to find the greatest common factor. Find GCF of 18 and 24. Okay, so method 1. Is the factor tree. We learned this when we were doing prime factorization. But instead of circling our prime numbers, we are going to circle our common factors. So I'm going to start with 18. 18, we have 3 and 6. Then we have 2 and 3. These are all the factors of, and of course 1. Okay, and then 24. We have 6 and 4. We have 2 and 3, and 2 and 2. So that is the factorization. Now here's what happens is I come in and I locate the common factors. 2 and 2, 3 and 3, and they also share 6. Of those circled numbers, the greatest common factor is 6. Sometimes this can be a little tricky because we could have used different numbers. So for instance, if I had done 18 as 2 and 9 and 3 and 3, or 24 is 3 and 8, 2 and 4, and 2 and 2, guess what? Our common factors are 2, 3, and we do not see a bigger greatest common factor. We got lucky because we chose the right factors in this one. So this works, but not all the time if you're not using the right factors. Okay, method 2. Oops. I'm going to call this the list every factor method. So I put 18 and I put 24. And I start listing my factors starting with 1. 1, and I go all the way over here because I'm going to make sure they go in chronological order. 1, 18, 2, 9, 3, 6, 4, no, 5, no. So actually those are all the factors of 18. Now 24, do the same thing. 1, 24, 2 and 12, 3 and 8, 4 and 6. Okay, so there are my factors of both. Now I'm going to circle all common factors. Wait, here we go. Common, common, same, common, same, common, the same, and then there's none others. So the greatest common factor equals 6. Now, here's the other thing we could have done. Thank you, Camilla. We could have had the T-chart method, okay? So if we have the T-chart method, we write 18, and then you write all the factors. 1, 18, 2, 9, 3, 6, 1, 24, 2, 12, 3, 8, 4, 6. You circle your factors. And then you locate your greatest common factor. And that is your answer. These are very similar to each other, but I think this one is way more organized. So if you're using that, that's okay too. Now here's a new method. We're going to turn the paper over. Oops, wrong way. Sorry about that, my friends. And I'm continuing on with my notes. So I write the date, and so I'm going to write method 3. Method 3 is the L method. Now it's a giant L method, but that's okay. So we have steps. Because this is a new way to do it, I'm going to have you write the steps. The first step in our L method is to write your factors. I'm sorry, that is not true, not factors. It is to write your numbers in the L with a comma in, okay? So we said it was 18 and 24. Step 2 is to divide by any common factor. Okay, now that's kind of broad because it's not actually any common factor, it's any common factor other than 1. Okay, so I'm going to just make it easy and we're going to say I know these are both even, so 2 goes into both. And then step 3 is to repeat until the only common factor is 1. So 2 goes into 18 9 times. 2 goes into 24 12 times. What factor does 9 and 12 share? 3. So that was my repeating. Now I do it again. 3 goes into 9. I make my L. 3 times. 3 goes into 12. 4 times. The only factor that 3 and 4 share is 1. So here's step 4. Here's the beauty. You multiply your numbers outside of the L, which equals your greatest common factor. So 2 times 3 is 6, times 1 is 6. Beautiful. Okay, let's try another one. Let's do 3 factors just so that we can see this. This is our last and final example. So I'm going to use the new method that you may have just learned today. So we are going to take 60, 40, and 20. And maybe you guys are seeing the greatest common factor already. But if not, step 1. Step 2, divide by a common factor. 30, 20, 10. Don't forget those commas. Divide by 2. 15, 10, 5. Ooh, these end in 5s and 0, so I know 5 goes into all of those. 3, 2, 1. My common factor, how did I get that? 5 goes into 15 3 times. 5 goes into 10 2 times. 5 goes into 5 1 time. The common factor between 3, 2, and 1 is 1. They are all prime, so you only have 1. And now I multiply. 2 times 2 is 4. 4 times 5 is 20. 20 times 1 is 20. My greatest common factor is 20. And there you have it.